If you like characters that become OP, beat the crap out of a bunch of monsters, all the while trying to save your family cause character development, then this anime may be for you. Dark Devastation of the dark fantasy variety, seinen variety, with an added ounce of revenge. We got ourselves Korea's greatest hero. Scratch that. South Korea's greatest hunter in the making of Sung Jin-woo. Before we continue any further, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. This video is intended to give you guys some information about Solo Leveling, so if you're thinking about getting into this anime, I think this is a quality one. So the main protagonist in the show, Sung Jin-woo, is a guy that wants to save his mom from a rare disease that has put her into an eternal slumber, and has a hot sister that he has to help pay for school. He's an undeniable underdog that doesn't have the quit in him. And of course, you gotta have your shonen girlfriend, the hot traumatized waifu. Scratch that, a hot blonde waifu that likes to sniff you. This series doesn't have much when it comes to romance and waifus, but that's not why we're here. From the popular manhwa Solo Leveling, written by Chugong, RIP, we have the perfect anime to follow up something like a Jujutsu Kaisen. I specifically mentioned Jujutsu Kaisen because a simple shonen is what I can describe Solo Leveling as. It's a simple dungeon anime where a bunch of dungeons appear out of nowhere, granting citizens on Earth the access to magic. They have about 7 days to clear these different rank of dungeons from E to S tier, or else there will be a dungeon break. Yes, your favorite hint. Your worst nightmare of beasts, monsters, and demons will come to wreak havoc onto the world, aka it will be the end of the world. Hunters are the people that defeat these dungeons and are rated typically with a team of different members that have different attributes like tanks, mages, healers, and anywhere else in between. Most hunters are born with basically a power level that can't be changed unless you somehow reawaken your powers, which is extremely rare. So if you are ranked an E ranked hunter, you're 99.9% likely to maintain that level of magical power. So just throw the just work harder trope out of here. Except that takes us to the main protagonist in the story, Sung Jin-woo. The MC, Sung Jin-woo, is very easy to relate to and feel for his situation early on. His character and art style is exactly what a Sid Kagano from the Eminence of Shadow parodies, which I find pretty damn hilarious. He's weak, inept, and is forced to be beta because of being labeled the weakest hunter, everyone looking down on you and making fun of you. We all know how that's like. However, he has some redeeming qualities because he's actually witty. Witty as in, apparently everyone else is pretty dumb. Eventually, a team including Sung Jin-woo are raiding this dungeon, and unfortunately for them, they've come across a secret double dungeon. Being broke and ignorant, his vote was the deciding factor that made the whole squad continue raiding until fuck my life. It's actually pretty sad and traumatic early on until he becomes taller and more handsome. It's still not as egregious and annoying as that anime where the fat guy MC turns into a completely different character, throwing away all of his character development for a perfect character. It's definitely not as annoying as that, but still annoying that he grew taller and turned into a boy band member. After this really traumatic event where he saved a few people's lives, he was about to die until he didn't. This mother bleeper is the chosen one. This is all a mystery which slowly starts to unravel throughout the majority of the story. This is where he becomes a player of the system. If you ever played an RPG where you level up skills, gain items, buy and sell items from a magical shop, that is exactly what Sung Jin-woo is in. He also gets special access to dungeons that only he can go in, helping him level up more and gaining more skills, abilities, and items. This is an ultra super secret kind of reawakening where his powers can basically grow infinitely. On the realistic flip side of this world, there are hunters that reawaken, but if they do, they're usually stuck there. So if you are an E rank hunter and you are reawakened as a B class hunter, you are still stuck at that B class hunter level, but not our boy Sung Jin-woo. Thus, Solo Leveling. He eventually meets up with Yoo Jin-ho, who is the closest thing he's gonna have to a loyal bestie. So you have the romantic interest in Cha Hae-in and Trauma Girl, and you have the lovable homie. The tropes are there for MC Sung Jin-woo, but they are not there as one may think for most shonen type of stories. It's called Solo Leveling. So expect a lot of the MC doing a lot of things literally Solo. Since this anime is very action-packed, the animation studio matters a ton. It's none other than A1 Pictures. Most notable series they've adapted are Black Butler, Fairy Tail, Sword Art Online, Magic Kaito 1412, that one's for me, Blue Exorcist, Fate Pocky Pocky, Darling in the Franxx, Seven Deadly Sins, 86, The Chorus Recoil, and after Solo Leveling, they're going to be doing Fate Strange Fake, which I'm super hyped about. If you guys have seen any of the more recent adaptations from A1 Pictures, you're going to like Solo Leveling style of action, which personally so far so good, looks pretty good. This is a story anime that I think most people will enjoy the journey. However, the ending isn't anything special. AOT had a better ending, and this ending might be slightly better than Tokyo Revengers ending. At the end of the day, it's very difficult to leave the audience with a satisfying ending. So for me personally, how I rate a story is how great is the journey. I think this is going to be a top anime for a while. I usually read mangas after it starts getting adapted as an anime because the anime does a good job hooking you in. After the very first few episodes, I can honestly say it actually got me to binge read the manhwa to the end and a bit of the epilogue. By the epilogue, the poor illustrator foresaw his death and then he passed away in 2022. He left us a story that I think most of our inner child really want as guys and as boys when we were really young, pretending to be characters like Goku. This is the kind of story that kind of child would make, which is a very fun, action-packed one, where you get the 10 out of 10 girl, you build awesome friendships that everyone believes in you, and you have limitless powers. That is Solo Leveling. So while this show isn't going to be some super in-depth show, this super deep story with super deep characters, it's a simple show that you can enjoy immensely by understanding the main character's struggles, what he has to go through. But at the end of the day, it's all about smashing monsters and saving the world. And that's all I really want to see from this anime. And if that's what you guys want to see in this anime, totally watch it. So this one is one of the easier ones to recommend. So if you're fans of Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, those kind of shonen anime, Solo Leveling is a very easy next anime to watch. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this anime. What is your first impressions? Did you guys read the manhwa? What did you guys think about the ending? I would love to know. This is quite frankly a very easy anime to recommend to others. And yeah, I would just love to know what you guys think about this anime. Do me a favor guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Check out my blog at otakusen.com. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.